Hey guys, Arctic Ninja Paul here, and yo, Joe! This is seriously one of the coolest things I've been sent, and also something that I bought. So we have a mixture here, but I am a massive G.I. Joe fan, okay? Just to put this out front, okay? I've been raised on G.I. Joe. I've loved it since I was a kid. I watched the cartoons after school. I played with the figures until they stopped making them, and then they brought them back again and again and again, and then they stopped making them. And guess what? G.I. Joe is back again, and I am so pumped. Anyways, it's been a hot minute. So the 3 3/4 line started in the 80s. 82 started rolling out after the big 12-inch figures kind of phased out after a good long run, actually. And they brought out these the 3 3/4 figures, and those lasted for a good long while, and they were great, man. Like, those were the ones that brought me into G.I. Joe, and it was amazing, man. Those were just, I love those figures. The 1985 line, I would say 84 through 87, probably the best years for the 3 3/4 line, in my humble opinion. So anyways, those lasted for a good while into the 90s. I believe it was 92, if I'm not mistaken. And then they did some not so cool stuff. And then they kept relaunching the line in a couple different ways that didn't really work out so well. They did do the G.I. Joe Resolute cartoon, which I thought was amazing. It was kind of like the perfect balance of like the action, violence quotient. You know what it was? It was like G.I. Joe made for kids, or made for adults that grew up watching G.I. Joe as kids. So. And then, of course, you have the 87 movie, which is just a classic. No matter how cheesy it is, it's just great. So anyways, what are you here for? You're here to see some new G.I. Joe stuff. If you're here, you're obviously a G.I. Joe fan. Probably very much like me, you've got your favorites. I have my favorites. I mean, my favorite is Flint. He's just always been my favorite. I don't know if it was the beret, the shotgun. I don't know what it was. He was my dude. He was my Joe. So much so that I named my kid after his file card name, which is Dashel. So anyways, what we're going to take a look at today is, first off, I brought this out. This is not new, but I just brought this out just to show my love. This is Flint. This is the Hall of Heroes. This is from the 25th anniversary. This is G.I. Joe Club exclusive version, I believe. But this is a 3 3/4. I actually brought this out for reference because we're going to look at these new ones that they've released, which I believe are 6-inch. So we can take a look and kind of compare and contrast a little bit. But this is the last 3 3/4 line that they launched. And they still do exclusives through Big Bad Toy Store and a couple other places where you can find Joe 3 3/4 exclusives. They're usually a little pricey, and they're made for nerds like me and you that are into collecting these, and that's fine. The other thing we're going to look at today is, you may not be aware, but Kotobukiya, which is a Japanese company that makes some really amazing little statues, and through their Bishoujo line, they have started making G.I. Joe figures. They made Scarlet, Baroness, and now they made Lady Jaye, and I have Lady Jaye here we're gonna bring out and take a look at. So first and foremost though, you guys gotta see this. So Hasbro, thank you Hasbro, they sent me this box for free. And I gotta say, in all the stuff that I've gotten over the years, I've never gotten anything G.I. Joe, and I'm just so beyond stoked for this, because I love G.I. Joe. So here's the box, super cool. This covers Snake Eyes, Scarlet, and Roadblock. And then you have on the corner here, you have some Cobra guys, Baroness, Cobra Commander, Destro, and Storm Shadow. And then on this side, we have Duke, Snake Eyes, Roadblock, and Scarlet. So these are a lot of the key characters from the 80s launch, from the original 80s launch. So no new faces, which is good. I don't want new faces. I don't do that. I want these guys. I want the guys that I grew up loving, and just keep making them just like you did before. So we're gonna pop open this box and see what's inside. I have a pretty good idea, and I'm sure you do too. I'm sure it's the new figures, so let's take a look. First off, this box is amazing. I'm gonna keep it forever. All right, so I'm gonna make sure I don't knock anything over. So I have this little card here. Talking about the launch of G.I. Joe Classified, the Classified series, which is what these guys are, 6-inch figures. I'm not going to read all that. I'll tell you what, I'll hold it up if you guys really want to read all that. Hopefully you can see it, and that'll be all you. So first up, I'm just gonna pop them right out at once. We have Duke.
Good to see you still in one piece, Duke.
Likewise, Scarlet.
The first sergeant. You can see, let's see here. There's a little art on the side of him clocking Cobra Commander. And then here's the back box art, which is kind of just a collage image. There's no file card on this one that I can see, but maybe there's one inside, and we are gonna open up a few of these. I'm not gonna open all of them, because I don't want to, and you can't make me. Next we have Scarlet. Classic female badass character, also the girlfriend of Snake Eyes. Looks like we have some sweet Phil Noto art. Phil Noto is a comic book artist. Can't tell. Yep, that's Phil Noto as well. So you can see Scarlet. She's a martial arts expert, so it's natural for her and Snake Eyes to buddy up, I guess. All right, so next up is a guy that you all know quite well if you're G.I. Joe fans. Probably the most popular character of the line is Snake Eyes. So it looks like the, again, this is the classic 85 version, which is always the most popular version of Snake Eyes. I'm not sure who does the art. It looks kind of a Tim Bradstreet feel to it, but it looks very fitting to the character. No Timberwolf. So Timber is not in this set, which is kind of odd. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a Snake Eyes without his wolf. And no Uzi. So I don't know why I don't have an Uzi. I don't know what's going on. But he does have some guns, so that's cool. And we are going to open Snake Eyes, and we're going to open Scarlet to take a look. And here we have Destro, the Cobra arms dealer. Always liked Destro, even though the way that he talks with that metal mask is just, you know, physically impossible. That's okay. I never really had a problem with it as a kid, but I like Destro. He's a good villain, man. And of course, he always has like a suitcase, and you always think a suitcase has got like a bomb. I always thought it had a bomb. I never thought of it as like having money. I just always figured Destro was a dastardly son of a bitch, and he would just be blowing stuff up. But yeah, classic 83 or 84 version of Destro, the early version, the first version. Redone here. And last but not least is my favorite big gunner, Roadblock. I'm a little disappointed he doesn't have like his M60. He has some kind of like crazy ass gun that's not really a realistic gun. I would say out of all the characters, Roadblock looks the most different in terms of like at least his battle armor, his the colors. In the original version, he had like a camo tank top, and he was a little more stripped down. But he has shown off his guns. He was played by The Rock in G.I. Joe, the sequel movie, which still wasn't that great in itself.
That's on the rise, like your panties.
So anyways, let's compare and contrast here before I crack one of these open. So here is the 6-inch figure versus the 3 3/4 inch figure. And I'm gonna take a couple more shots of these so you guys can get a closer look. So you could probably skip ahead in the video if you're tired of listening to me. But why would you be tired of listening to me, man? I'm a G.I. Joe fan, come on. So anyways, here is 3 3/4 inch and the 6-inch. Not a huge discrepancy in terms of size, but I don't know. Let's take a look. I'm gonna try and open these nice and gingerly so I don't mess anything up. Bear with me here. I do miss the flat cards with the file card on there. So I'm gonna take all of this out just to see if there's a file card, because it does not look like a file card. So this is just like an inside sleeve. I guess you could use it for display purposes if you so desired. It does have Snake Eyes' name on it, so you could use it for those purposes, but yeah, no file card. Okay, so first impressions. The one thing that I always loved about the 3 3/4 inch Joes, which I mean sometimes became a problem too, was the rubber band waist where you could really move them around. And you could just do like all kinds of crazy karate with these guys. You know, it was unlike any other action figure out there. But immediately, just taking Snake Eyes out, he doesn't have, I can't tell if he has that. He might actually have it. I don't want to break him. But I can tell you that the movement is just like that. Like those of you that, you know, miss like the waist that can just move, that is seriously, like, look at that. Like, it's like doing some crazy Fortnite dance. But like, dude, he can move. The joints are fairly tight. The feet can move, kind of like the new crazy articulation stuff. Hands can move. But what I'm most impressed with is the waist stuff, because you could do like crazy Van Damme stuff. That's just like the posability with Joe's was just unmatched in the 3 3/4 line. Yeah! I feel like I'm like Lord Helmet. I get busted playing with my dolls again.
Lord Helmet, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get back to business here. We're doing the business of looking at toys. I'm gonna set Snake Eyes down for a second, pull out his accessories. All right, so Snake Eyes comes with his sword and scabbard, which also has the Arashikage logo on it. You can see it there. So you can choose, you can either use just the sword, or there's also a slot here that you can put the sword on the side of the backpack, put his backpack on. I'm sure he's got all his lickies and chewies in his backpack, some water, and maybe some extra ninja stars or something. So he also has a knife, and something that I like that they started doing with the 3 3/4 inch line when they reinvented them was that they started giving you small weapons and pockets on your figure that you could just slide them in. So he's got like a little slot here for the knife. It does not want to go in there nicely. He does have a slot for the pistol. Pistol goes in there nice and easy. And then he has this not an Uzi. Now this was always the trick when I was a kid too with the 3 3/4 line, was getting the guns in their hands. Because if you remember early on, you know, you would put the gun in their hands and then it could go any which way. You know, it never would just point right at you. But look at this. I mean, it's like he's pointing the gun right at you. Snake Eyes, don't point your gun at anything you don't intend to shoot. All right? So anyways, here is Snake Eyes, and I'll give you a couple other shots here of these guys at the end of the video. All right, next up, we're gonna take a look at Scarlet, Snake Eyes' girlfriend.
Don't tell me you're actually going to be sensible and surrender.
I always thought Scarlet had kind of like a mannish face in the old version, but she was still a good one to get. It was a hard one to get, and then you know, they started improving them as time went on. And the Lady Jaye one really started, they really started to look good, and then Zorana as well. Yeah, again, no file card. It's weird. Okay, so she has a slot here in the front. Again, these are not sliding all the way in, so I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. And then I guess you can put the other two knives in the back. I'll show you here in 1 second. These ones seem to slide in pretty gingerly, so you can put those in right there on her backpack. She has the same kind of bandolier style thing as Snake Eyes. Same movements. She is a little, her joints are a little tighter than the Snake Eyes one. I really liked the armor aspect and the fact that they paid attention to her colors, kind of the blue and the gold and the orange. So you can get a good look there. And again, there will be more video of these at the end, a little closer look so you can take a better gander at them. The face, the detail on Scarlet's face, I mean, again, this is definitely not a mannish face. This is a woman. She's got all the way down to the freckles. I don't know if you can see it, but like, love those redheads. I mean, amazing. The detail is just stunning. I love the movement on these characters. It's really great. I gotta be honest, I thought that these would be very stiff, kind of like traditional 6-inch figures in that way, which tend to be, again, just stiff, like kind of like, I mean, I love the design of like McFarlane toys. The design is just, it's gorgeous. But I mean, let's just be honest, they're more statues than action figures. These are actual action figures. I mean, you could have a battle.
Oh, your helmet is so big.
As long as nobody's watching and you're 40 years old. So that is the new 6-inch figures. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the detail. I'm impressed with the movement. I'm impressed with the overall design. The cons, I would say, I wish the weapons were a little more realistic and too, I guess, standard to the actual figures themselves. So Snake Eyes, you know, again, these are minor complaints, but you know, Snake Eyes should have an Uzi, and he should have his wolf. I don't understand why he doesn't have his wolf. As far as Scarlet goes, though, I think she's pretty dead on. The face on Scarlet, I think, it's definitely the best likeness Scarlet has ever had as an action figure. Next to the Bishoujo figure that I also have, but I'm not opening that one for this. It's already out on the shelf, and I'm not going to get it, so just relax. But that also has, you know, but that's the traditional Bishoujo style. This looks very much like Scarlet, like she should look. I did not plan on opening these other guys, Destro, Duke, or Roadblock. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep them in the package for now. Don't be mad at me. But I wanted you to at least get an idea of what these figures look like, and I have to say I'm deeply impressed. I hope this line continues like any G.I. Joe line until, you know, it reaches the end of its mark. I really, look, I need a Flint. I would take all these guys. I mean, we got Snake, you're done. I'll take Bazooka, take Shipwreck, Alpine, Dusty. Who am I missing? That's it, Dusty, okay. So that's it for those guys. So real quick, I wanna show you guys something. This is cool. In 2015, Gentle Giant, the toy company, made, you probably have seen the big ones. So there's some big reproductions of the 82 G.I. Joes, but they made micro figures, a 2-pack, which I got, which is this here. You can see it. So I just wanted to show you this because trying to be ginger with this because I've been trying to just take care of this one. But I just want to give you guys an idea. I've never been able to really show these off. I think so. Look at this. Look how amazing these are. Like, these are tiny. Like, to scale, here, hold it up to my head. That's how tiny they are. Look at that. So there's Rock and Roll and Snake Eyes. It's just so cool. Okay, they don't have the weapons, all right? But look how small these are. Very cool. Almost like an exact replica of the whole style of the 82 Joes. So I got something from my girlfriend in the mail, and she knows what a G.I. Joe nerd I am. And it was the world's smallest toy version of G.I. Joes, which goes even smaller than the Gentle Giant micro figures. Look at these things. Look at that. I mean, look at the detail. Now, here's the crazy thing, right? So here's the comparison, okay? So this is the Sideshow one, and then this is the world's smallest toy one of Snake Eyes. So this Snake Eyes, exact replica of the 82 figure, right? But no weapons. This one, you open the little back door here. Look at this shit. Has the weapons, including the Uzi. Like, how insane is that? It is insane. Insane. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's super cool. I'm gonna put these guys back in the box. I mean, look, I got the collector's nature. I'm a big nerd. I'm always gonna be a nerd. I'm gonna die a big nerd. But I'm also a nerd that went to war twice, so chill out. But anyways, this is cool. I'm sure you can still find those on eBay. And if you're a serious collector or just, you know, just a major G.I. Joe fan, these are, I don't want to speak too soon. They may well be pretty easy to find and relatively inexpensive. These guys, I mean, I think these are on my Amazon wish list, and that's how my girlfriend found them and bought them for me. But they're super cool. And I thought I would share that with you guys as a little extra, as a little bonus. Now, the last thing we're going to take a look at here, second to last, because I'm going to show you something else too. But the last figure that we're going to take a look at here is Flint's lady, his girlfriend, Lady Jaye. So, This is the Kotobukiya Bishoujo series. Bishoujo means beautiful young woman in Japanese. So this is kind of like, I don't know, Japanese cheesecake. I'm a sucker for it. I love beautiful women. I love female action figures as much as male action figures. And this is a statue. And I just love the Kotobukiya line. They have such amazing, amazing design work on their figures, on their statues, everything. And I plan on buying all these. The only one I don't have right now is Baroness. I have Scarlet, but like I said, I'm not going to get her and take her out right now because I'm lazy and I don't want to stop the video. And that's just how it works. But I'm telling you right now, I've waited like 2 weeks holding this thing because I wanted to do an unboxing to share with you, Joe fans. So here we go. Let's take a look at Lady Jaye, Covert Operations, and the chick that punched out Flint, her BF, in the comics. It's even on a cover of her clocking him. Try to ginger with these. See if there's anything else in here. For some reason, she is a corporal. Oh, so there is. Oh man, look at this. What is this? It's like an insert. Oh, look at that. That is dope. So, it's like a little, there's like a box of some sort. It's like a package insert that you can turn this into like a display box. That's cool. I'm not gonna mess with that right now because we're looking at the figure, but I may do that later. Let's see. So Lady Jaye is not from Hasbro. They did not send me this. I purchased this. I actually pre-ordered it a good while back. Once I saw it, I was like, gotta have it. I got to. So if you've never seen Bishoujo, sorry. Here's Lady Jaye. The Bishoujo. Again, kind of cheesecake, you know, definitely shows off the assets on these characters, but you know, they're just so beautifully articulated. They're so gorgeously painted and designed. You can see like the metallic part of her belt buckle. She has a camera here. She is part of Covert Operations with the strap, dog tags, hat. I don't know why she has an airborne pin on her hat, but so be it. And she also comes with her little spear gun thing. I don't really understand what the hell this weapon is. I don't know how it would work.
This bit of fluff bites.
But there it is. And as you can see, you can just connect these. And you just slide it on up. And there she is. So again, we'll take a closer look at her, but man, I love these figures. She has kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a sandy kind of platform there. Nothing else too special about that. But these are, I mean, I just love these things. Like, they're so cool. They're so articulate and they're very affordable too.
Throw the last grenade, quick!
The last thing I'm gonna show you guys, with all this G.I. Joe resurgence, there's so much new G.I. Joe stuff, which is so cool. The other cool thing, and the thing that even got me into G.I. Joes in the beginning, or actually what got me into comics in the beginning, was the G.I. Joe comic. Now, we have another addition to the comic. Now, the regular comic is still going on. It's been going on for a while through IDW and a couple other publishers, I believe. And then Larry Hama, he actually continued with the series and was doing it for a while, and I actually kind of dropped off. I just kind of got disinterested. But now they're relaunching with none other than Rob Liefeld doing the scripting and drawing, and it's just great to have top-tier talent involved on a G.I. Joe book again. This is out on shelves. Now, if you can find it, you probably can't, probably a good chance that it's sold out, and I believe it did sell out in shops, but you can still get it online, and it's going to continue on. I believe it's, I want to say 6 issues, I might be wrong. But anyways, whether you love or hate Rob Liefeld, I love Rob. I consider him just a great pioneer in the comics industry. I know some people are divisive on his art, that's fine. I grew up in the Liefeld era. Seeing his work out on the shelves when I was a kid was just amazing. And here he is. He's, you know, pretty much a kid just like us in that sense. And we've got more G.I. Joe stuff. And he's paying homage and tribute to these great characters and bringing them back to us. And anything that keeps G.I. Joe in the limelight makes me happy. And I'm happy to have it. So, again, check it out. Snake Eyes Dead Game #1 is out on shelves. Art by Rob Liefeld. Good stuff, great stuff. So it's a G.I. Joe extravaganza, man. There's just all kinds of G.I. Joe stuff. New 6-inch line, new Bishoujo statue, new comic book, and then if you're so inclined, these aren't necessarily new, but you can get these little minis. This one you'll have to probably hunt for on eBay. This one you can find on Amazon, and I highly recommend it. So anyways, Yo-Joe, knowing is half the battle, and that's it. Get out there, get your Joe on. Have a great day. I'm Arctic Ninja Paul. Oh, and don't forget to check out my Rob Liefeld interview on my podcast, The Beard and the Bald, with me and my good friend Chris Bumbray. It's like a 50-minute interview with Rob Liefeld. It's a great one. So give that a look. The Beard and the Bald podcast. Check that out. It's on iTunes, Google, everything. So you can find it. Super easy to find. I'll put a link in the description below. Be sure to give me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your favorite Joes. Who should they make in the next figures in the 6-inch line? Who should they make for Bishoujo? Personally, I would love for them to do like every Joe from 82 to 87, 88 in the Bishoujo line, male and female. I would love it. That would just be so amazing. But let me know what you think. Which Joes are your favorites? Which ones do you want to get? Which ones do you want to see? And that's it. Yo, Joe!
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!